Hi guys, how are you tonight? Welcome. Well, it's not really nighttime, it's early evening, right? Just early evening. I am pulling this up on my phone just to make sure I can see your comments because, again, when I am, let me do this. This is what happens. I get all kinds of flustergusted. So, what I'm doing is because I have this pointed down, I cannot see comments when you guys make comments. So I wanted to make sure that I do have it up on my phone over here. So this way I can go ahead and see your comments. So welcome to a Saturday night edition, Saturday early evening edition of Talking with Babycakes. I wanted to come on live tonight because I wanted to finish up this pillowcase, this 18 by 18 pillowcase, because I am getting ready to pre-record my $10 VIP drop and my $20 to the page, which will be going out later on this month, but I like to pre-record them. And that's not including the live sale that's going to be going on next week. So those are two additional ones, but I want to show you. Let me take these off. So this is what this side is going to say. It's going to be the Wild and Free with this cute little skull head. And then I'm thinking I'm going to take this little guy and just do like a border with it down at the bottom. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. But I'll show you what the flip side of this looks like. So you can get, so that's what this side looks like. So we're going to have the Dream Big on one side and Wild and Free on, excuse me, on the other side. So I wanted to finish this before I finished making all my preparations for the video drops. I have all the items figured out of what I want to put in there, and I have the paperwork printed, but I wanted to get this finished so I can get it heat set and I can get it put in there too. So what you see, what I did right there is I put in a plastic backer because you don't want your ink to bleed through, and your ink will have a tendency of bleeding through just because it's a fabric ink and it does bleed through the fabric. So I just want to make sure that I have that stuff up there. All right, so we're going to start with the Wild and Free, and I'm going to do these kind of in the same quasi color scheme. Now, if you see, this one is not very sticky at all, so it's going to be, I can't do the squeegee thing. So you know how typically I'll go and I'll squeegee this down like this and get out all the air bubbles, because that's how you get your nice thick lines or your nice smooth lines. But this is not that sticky, so I cannot do that with that one. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to use this shimmer copper color. I think this will be pretty, as long as I have it open. Oh, it's not already open. And we don't have, oh, I do have one. Let's see. We do have a small one that is open. We'll see if there's going to be enough in there for it. All right. Well, there's not a whole lot in there. So I will go ahead and open this ink up too, just to make sure I have enough to do the Wild and Free. In this copper, shimmer copper. Now, after I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, and then I will heat set it. And to heat set it, all you have to do, there's a couple different ways you can go ahead and heat set it. There are, you can get a heat press, which I do have a heat press, so that's what I use. Or you can, and I'm looking for my stir sticks, there they are. Or you can iron it for 4 minutes on each side. and that will go ahead and heat set it for you. So using the ink is just like using the paste. You don't have to paint it on there. You just slap it on there and you squeegee it down just like you would if you were using the paste. Now, if you notice, I'm being a little careful on this one. And the whole reason why I'm being more careful is because, remember when I said this stencil is not that sticky? And that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm hoping that didn't mess that up. So if I don't hold on to this, what'll happen is the stencil will pick up as I'm squeegeeing it, and it may have just done that. So that's why I'm being very careful. I am still using a good bit of pressure on here just to try to make sure that all the ink does get through, so I don't have to go back over it too terribly many times. And I am going to go back over it because just like with the paste, you go back over and you get all of the ink off of there and put right back into your jar. Now I'm going to lift this up, and I'm hoping it went well. I'll be sad if it didn't. Well, most of it, okay. It looks like I need to go over it just a little bit more. Now, there is a difference between the ink and the paste. The ink does not dry as quickly as the paste does. So you would think that maybe the whole reason that the ink came up with the silkscreen stencil portion of it is because it just dried too quickly. Well, the ink does not dry like that, does not dry that fast. So you actually have a little more time to be able to go over things and make sure that it's more solid. And that's still kind of, I wasn't able to get everything out of there, but so I don't have all the clear, clean, crisp lines. You'll see there's a little bit of a, where it looks a little bit more rustic, I guess you could say, but that doesn't mean that it's ruined. That doesn't mean that it's horrible. It just means it's unique, right? Happy little mistakes, happy little not perfections. All right, what I'm doing right now is, since this paste or this ink in this tiny baby jar, I'm putting it back in the big jar. So, and then I'm going to get these out of the way just so I have a little bit more room. And if you have any questions about the inking, how it might be different than the paste, just let me know. But for the most part, it's almost exactly the same, guys. You use the same tools, the same techniques, all the things. All right, so we got that on. Now we're going to go ahead and do the horns next. And if you have any questions, like you're interested in doing this by either joining my team, getting some try-it kits, I have a bunch of that stuff available for you. So I would love to chit-chat with you about that. I think we're going to go, I don't really want to use, I've got different colors here. Oh, let's go with this color. I think we'll make his horns this color. I have a lot of colors of ink, but sadly enough, I'm out of the colors that I prefer to use most often. So I'm using this gray color for his horns. And then I think what I may do, because like I said, the ink does not dry as quickly as the paste does. Oh, Eric must be home. Did you hear my doggies? My doggies like to protect us. Well, I think I know what I'll do with this. I'll do this, and then I'm going to do a silver over it. Or should I do the gold? I think maybe I'll do the gold. See, this is what I do, guys. I just come up with like different ideas. And I haven't used my ink in quite some time, so the lids are a little bit more difficult for me to get off. Because I haven't used the ink. I mean, I used it, what was it, last night? Not last night, because I didn't go live last night. The night before last, I think it was. So when I went live and did the first side of this pillowcase. Now, like I said, you use the exact same tools, the exact same techniques. I have a water bath that I put the stencils in. Oh, that looks really cool. I have my water bath behind me that I put my stencils in, and I let them sit just until I'm done with this, because you do not want to let your stencils sit too terribly long in the water bath, because if they do, they'll lose their stickiness. And I'm going to go ahead and dry this up. Get this dried a little bit. Now, it's not going to be like the paste in the sense that I don't need to have this completely dry before I put this next stencil down to do the next part, because it's not going to pull all the ink up, but it will pull a little bit of ink up. Now, if you do it with the paste will definitely, if you don't get it dry enough, the paste will definitely come up with it. So did you guys have a good day today? Oh my gosh. Today it's actually, well, there's a little bit of snow. I think it's still snowing out. I don't know. We're supposed to get anywhere between 1 and 3 inches of snow today, which I'm not a snow fan, but it's whatever. It's been a fairly mild winter so far, so I guess we're lucky in that manner, right? And so it's been snowing. It started snowing earlier this afternoon, I should say. We've got, oh, I don't know what color I want to do this part now. I think we'll do this color palette. Ooh, I think that'll be good. Okay. So I didn't have colors picked out beforehand. So I took my youngest daughter shopping this afternoon, late morning, early afternoon. We went, she loves vintage clothes. She's like all into the whole vintage clothes thing, which is really cool. So there's this place called Nostalgia, and it's got some other portions of the name too, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's downtown. And so we went down there, and she did her shopping and found all kinds of cool vintage stuff that she likes. So pretty excited about that. Oh, that looks really cool. What do you guys think about that? That looks pretty. We went there, then we had to go to Lowe's to pick up some stuff because we are still doing our little project in the bathroom. All right, now I have this feather that I'm going to put on here, and my question to you guys is, should I put the feather on both sides or just one side? If you saw yesterday, I did the dream catcher on both sides of the other side. I think we're going to do it in this current jam. So if you're watching and you have a preference on whether I should do it on one side or both sides, let me know as I'm doing this. So don't forget, on Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Time to tune in. I will be doing my live sale. A lot of these newer items will not be available during the live sale because I already have everything all picked out and ready to go. But if you look out on my events tab, you'll see that I have some other things scheduled. There is a 10 and under video drop for my VIP group. So a lot of the stuff that is $10 and under will be available then. Or you can join me for the $20 video drop, which will be later on this month. And most of the items between the $10 VIP group, which if you're not a member of my VIP group, go ahead and join it today. Most of these newer items that I've been making the past couple weeks will be available in either of those. So I did go ahead and do it on both sides, just because I thought it would look cool. And unfortunately, I might not have wanted to do that. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so that guy's done. What do you guys think of him? I know what I was saying the other day when I was doing the other side is the whole boho theme, and it's not that I don't like it. I'm just not good at picking out colors to do the boho thing. So hopefully you guys like this. Just gonna dry this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna do this little border down at the bottom, and then we'll be done. Just something really quick and easy tonight. And then we're going to be taking out all this stuff out to my store to go ahead and get all set up so I can start doing my pre-records. I think we'll do this. Should I just do it? Oh, I think we're going to do it in the yellow. Hi, Puppered Up. They're not in here. It's just me, Sweet Pea. My little dog came in here like, where's everybody at? Who are you talking to? So this is going to be interesting because, you know, there's a lot of times that I'll take and you have to really dry, you have to wash and dry your stencils, and then sometimes you don't have to when you're going and doing this. So this is going to be interesting to make sure that I don't make a mess doing this, because there is a potential, especially with the ink. You can tell when I concentrate. When I stop talking, I'm concentrating, guys. Just so you're aware. In case you did not know that. That's a thing. Actually, this is working out really well. I'm not going to do more than 3, though, all together. Eric's getting ready to go start up the grill in the snow so we can have steak for dinner tonight. How fun is that? And we are almost done here, guys. Ooh, how'd I get some blue on there? That's weird. And there we go. That's the last little bit of it. And we are done with the Wild and Free. So that's one side. And again, this is a double-sided, so you'll have the Wild and Free on one side. And I'm not going to flip this over, but if you watched the other night you saw me do the flip side of this, which was, I don't even remember what it was, what it said. What did it say? I'm going to flip it. Okay, dream big. I'm going to flip it. Ish. No, I'm not. I was hoping I could get it to where you guys could see it, but I don't want to, since the ink will still be a little wet. We don't want to do that, guys. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful, I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening. I think after I get the video drops pre-recorded, we're going to probably sit around and do much of nothing, especially since it's so cold out. Thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to tune in on Thursday for the live sale at 7 o'clock Central Time. It'll be on this channel, so easy peasy. And go out to my events tab and click going. I do have some sneak peeks that I've been posting out, so this way you can see what I've got going on too. All right, guys, I will chat with you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye, guys.